Today we're going to be talking about Girls on the Run. So the first thing I want to start off with is what exactly is Girls on the Run? Girls on the Run is a nonprofit organization where every girl learns that she can do anything if she puts her mind to it. Girls on the Run teaches girls self-confidence skills and motivation. Girls on the Run is a 10-week after-school program. It happens in areas all around the U.S. It takes place in their school, a local church, a community center, and it's twice a week for 2-hour sessions each. Each lesson starts by the girls walking in, they get a healthy snack for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then they go and change into workout clothes. Once they get back from changing, they talk about a life lesson. Now, the Girls on the Run is broken into 3 curriculums. So the first part is understanding yourself. The second part is working into teams. And the third part is working with the world as a whole and learning how to connect and bring these lessons from Girls on the Run to real life situations. In order to learn these lessons, we do discussion. We have the girls go around and talk about experiences they've had, as well as talking about ones that they might have in the future. We play games in order to figure it out. For the teamwork, we have the girls sit and they talk, and they're in charge of creating a lesson. So it really puts the power into their hands. Um, at the end of Girls on the Run, there's a 5K. And this race is to show them that there's a goal that they're working toward. You know, the first week they might only be able to run a few laps, but by that last week, they're able to run a 3-mile race in just 3rd through 5th grade. This gives them a self-worth feeling and a tangible thing to put their hands on and say, remember when I made that my goal? And then they make it their goal and they finish that line and they think, I can do anything. And that's exactly what Girls on the Run stands for. Letting these little girls who are impacted at such a young age by the social media and the bullies and what they think they're supposed to look like and what they think they're supposed to act like, and teaching them that they're perfect just the way that they are. How has Girls on the Run affected me? It's affected me in so many different ways. When I was in 3rd grade, I didn't have Girls on the Run at my school. I didn't have somebody telling me, this is what to do when you get bullied, or this is what to do when this person's talking about you. Here's how you handle tough situations. I didn't have that program. And a lot of it is about seeing the light within yourself, looking in the mirror and saying, this looks great about me. I love this characteristic about me. And going to this program, these lessons aren't only reaching out to these 3rd through 5th graders, but they kind of reached out to me too. They really reminded me I am beautiful, I am strong, I am confident, and I can set goals and I can reach those goals. And that's what Girls on the Run taught me. I worked with so many different types of families throughout Girls on the Run. Some girls aren't able to afford it, so they get scholarships and are able to do it for free. And I had 3 girls from one family who was from a family who was in the very low poverty level. And we were all talking about planning a party and bringing snacks, and they were talking about how they don't even have food at home to eat, so they're not able to contribute any snacks. And it really just made me open up my eyes and think, I am so lucky. I have so much in my life that's going on that's perfect. I have a home. I never have to worry about my food. I have my parents paying for my college. This program has affected me because it made me realize that life is good. There's a lot going on for me in my life. And it taught me self-confidence. It taught me that self-worth. And gaining these connections with these girls, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like being the girl that an 8-year-old comes up to and says, can I talk to you? I had a bad day. And when you talk to them and they start smiling, it makes your whole day better. I would leave Girls on the Run feeling so empowered because these little girls would clap and encourage me to run laps. These girls were so excited for me because it was my first 5K, and most of them had already done it from the program the year before. So when I said it was my first one and I said how excited I was for running 3 miles, they all cheered for me and my face lit up. This program is an amazing thing, and I don't think that it should ever be taken out of the schools, because if it affects me when I'm 21, I can't imagine the impact that it has on these 8 to 11-year-olds. So there are several reasons why somebody should donate to Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run is non-for-profit, so everything is donation-based. Whether it's you pay to be in the race, that money goes towards Girls on the Run. Whether it's you just write a check and give it to Girls on the Run, they need that money because all of the coaches, all of the staff is working for free. We're all volunteers as coaches. So all this money that is raised goes towards scholarships. There's several girls just in my program at my site who needed to go on a scholarship in order to do Girls on the Run. These scholarships are there so that the program's open to anybody, so that they can afford to do the race and afford to do the program. So monetary donations really help everybody being able to do Girls on the Run. Whereas if we don't have the money for the scholarships, the only girls who are allowed to do it are girls who can afford it. And Girls on the Run doesn't want it to be a money thing. It's a self-confidence thing. It's a self-worth thing. So once it becomes about money, it loses its meaning. The other way that you can donate, or volunteer I should say, is by becoming a coach. This was my first season as a coach, and it's definitely not my last. You go to coaches training, you get certified, it's one 3-hour thing, you get a ton of free t-shirts and bags, you get everything. And it's 4 hours a week. You go, it's 2 days a week, 2 hours each time, and then there's the day of the race, which is about 2 hours every morning, and you get there at 8 a.m., and I was home by 10 a.m. So, I mean, it could be pretty quick, depending on how fast you run that race. And the coaches are, because we were only able to have 17 girls at my site, because there has to be X amount of coaches per girls. So when you don't have those coaches, you have to tell those other girls, sorry, you can't sign up. And there was a wait list. So the more coaches that volunteer, the more girls who can actually sign up and do the program. And of course we want Girls on the Run to be open to it, as many girls as possible. But it can't be if we don't have the coaches. So you volunteering your time or money means Girls on the Run can keep existing. It's empowering these women at such a young age, and there's really nothing like it. So to be able to volunteer and be a part of it and be that source that's empowering them is so strong and so meaningful. It's worth it in the end, not only for you, but for all the girls who want to be in Girls on the Run.